Hey there, my name's Jesse, and you're listening to the Deep Lore Boys podcast.
It was
No
revealed to me in a
way.
delusion.
I'm really thinking like infinite cheese glitch.
Sorry.
Trevor,
This is bad audio.
well, it's episode 19.
Not again.
Y'all know what that means.
I refuse to believe it.
Could we just skip it this time? Just
Yeah.
try to...
You think we could just
Jackson,
go
we can't
over
just
it?
skip episode 19, then there would just be an awkward
We
gap
can't just
between
go
18
straight to
and
20? Like we can't.
I look forward to episode 19 of every season because
No.
that's something special happens. All year, we will set aside topics that are like, this one's really gross. We should save this for Barf Bag History. And now finally, it's like Christmas morning. You know, we can unwrap all these presents and we can do it with a guest because the Deep Lore Boys are joined today by none other than our friend from the Discord. Yeah, you know him. You probably hate him. Trevor.
That's me.
Let's go. All right.
I'm that guy.
Yep.
I could sing a Barf Bag History jingle.
Dude, that would be crazy.
Do you have a jingle for the Barf Bag History?
I can't say we do.
We should.
Yeah, I figured if this is going to be recurring, you got to have. Don't worry, I'm an expert. Let me just... Everybody buckle up, it's about to get icky. We're back with a brand new episode of Barf Bag History.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Okay.
Put that to music?
Dude.
Okay.
They call me Elvis too.
Elvis the sequel. Now that we've got the Barf Bag jingle, Jackson, I know that you're sitting on a big pile of stinky lore to go over.
Yeah,
so
a
let's
big
let's
stinking
get
pile
into
of-
something revolting. What do you got for us?
So, first we got George H.W. Bush vomiting incident. And then
Oh,
we also
yes.
have
That's a
up
classic,
here,
yeah.
That I've been waiting to talk about that one for
Oof.
like forever. I think since we even started the podcast, it was
Yeah,
like
that's-
one of my
that's a
ideas
rough one.
Well,
to
by all
discuss.
means.
All right. In 1992, George H.W. Bush was attending a formal dinner, like a banquet, hosted by the Japanese Prime Minister. He, I guess, ate a bunch of shrimp, if I recall
Oh.
correctly, and the shrimp did not agree with him.
The shrimp would not have voted for him.
No, they would not have. And it involved him throwing up on the Japanese Prime Minister.
Oh, like onto his
Yeah.
trousers.
Yeah, threw up on his pants there.
And then he passed out?
This was not even just okay. So he went to Japan and had previously that day played a doubles tennis match. He was on a team with the U.S. ambassador to Japan, and he was playing against the Emperor of Japan, Akihito, and his son, the Crown Prince Naruhito.
Wait, Japan still has an emperor?
Are you telling me I can duel this guy for the country?
Play a tennis match with him?
Like that's
Well,
the
Bush
rules of
lost to this guy at tennis.
Well, okay, did he though? Because I feel like if I go to Japan and I'm playing a tennis match with the U.S. ambassador and the Emperor of Japan and the Prince, I'm gonna let him win. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want to
I feel like it's
humiliate
a-
them on their turf.
Not me.
I don't know. I feel like the Emperor of Japan is the most likely to absolutely whoop my cheeks. I feel like
You're right.
this
You
is
might not need to lose voluntarily. That evening, it's Bush and 135 diplomats. They're all at the Japanese Prime Minister's house. They're eating. They're between second and third courses. Bush was supposed to give like a little speech. He was supposed to give remarks at the dinner. He faints and vomits into the pants of the Prime Minister.
I'd like to clarify. It was onto his pants. I feel like into is a very
Yeah,
A very
it's a
different-
picture. That is.
Yeah, that has some interesting implications.
I think
Fair enough.
President George Bush would have gotten shot if he vomited
Yeah.
into his
That
pants.
would have been insane. Yeah.
Did I say
Oh,
into or did that
yeah.
Jesse? Oh,
I think I
onto
said
it.
into.
So onto.
I just know the image I got, and I wanted
Yeah,
to clear up
that's
some confusion.
yeah.
Crotch vomit is like a D1 middle school insult.
So then I guess Barbara Bush came in later and gave a speech. She also jokingly claimed that the defeat was not something her family was used to, which I'm going to just say she should have waited till November to make that comment because Bush did not win that one.
How do you throw up in the Prime Minister of Japan's lap, then pass out in it, and then go back and just say to your wife, yeah, take care of that for me?
Yeah.
Darling,
Can you-
just smooth that over.
Do you think
will
you
ya?
could you give him a few words, maybe?
Could you tell them it wasn't me? It was AI, deepfake.
Sorry, guys, we're usually pretty good at tennis.
Can we go down? I just have to. I was reading ahead on the article here. Tab down to the aftermath and just read that third paragraph there.
In Japan, Bush was remembered for this event for several years. According to the Encyclopedia of Political Communication, the incident caused a wave of late-night television jokes and ridicule in the international community, even coining a Bushu-suru, which means to pull a bush.
Or
bushing
bushing it. I think it's
Bushing
gotta be-
Oh,
Does that mean
Bushing
throwing up on somebody?
Yeah, I
is
guess
bushing
throwing
it?
up on somebody
Yes.
is bushing it.
I feel
That's
like we should bring
crazy.
that back to America. Say, I'm going to do a Bushu-suru. Like, I feel like that's...
Just say,
Imagine like
he's
screaming
bushing it.
that in an anime. It's like your power-up move.
Bushu-suru.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull
exactly.
a bush. Like it's
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm watching the footage right now. I'm not sure if I can post this on the episode, but I'll see if I can link it. This makes a lot more sense. So in the video, George, you see him like starting to nod off almost, like he's falling asleep. And then he starts to lean over. He's like drooping, and the prime minister leans in to like catch him. And that's when he just blows
Oh,
chunks.
okay.
But the prime
Oh.
minister of Japan doesn't even flinch. Like he doesn't
Man.
recoil. He just like tenderly caresses George and holds him.
Aw.
to
This
into his
isn't his
lap.
first Bushu-suru.
Bro, he literally
Dude.
doesn't even flinch. I think we could post this. I think
Wait, send
the
this video over. Where is it? I gotta see.
I'll
this.
drop it in general. But yeah, it's not like he vomited and then passed out from like embarrassment or he was overwhelmed. He's going and then he throws up.
The prime minister doesn't even move when he throws up. Like
Like,
he's just,
even his
like.
facial expression doesn't really change.
So apparently, someone in Idaho called CNN faking to be the president's physician and said that Bush had died.
What?
afterwards. Yes. So this guy was punished for it, apparently, because before it could be verified, Smith was subsequently questioned by the Secret Service and hospitalized at a private mental health facility for evaluation.
Ooh.
So this guy
I
was
mean,
just
that is
like...
turbo weird. Yeah.
So was he pretending to be Bush's physician, or did he actually believe he was Bush's physician?
Yeah, that's the...
They were like, "How do you know Bush died?" It was
No
revealed to me in a
way.
delusion.
You can
Yeah.
do anything you want if you claim to be a schizo.
Are you bumping your mic, Sam? I just keep hearing
That's
bumping.
my
I don't
bad.
know
I'm
who it
so
is.
sorry.
No, you're fine. I just don't want your
could
audio
you?
to sound bad. I think while you were talking, it was fine.
I hope my
Um,
audio sounds bad for Barf Bag History.
You know what? You're so right. Your audio should sound like trash. Speaking of gross things that happened in Japan, do you want to talk about Sogen Kato?
Oh yeah. I hope it's Sogen. Is how maybe Sogen. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
We'll go with Sogen, and if we're wrong, you can leave a comment, but we're not going to redo the episode.
Yeah.
So we're ignorant Americans, and sorry about that.
If you guys need me to pronounce any other like words, I'm just racist, so I'll do them all wrong.
Can you pronounce Sogen Kato? Can you?
Yeah, that's Sogen Kato. I think I heard it once in one of my son's animes.
Imagine you're old. Well, one day, you get too old. As with everybody else that gets a little too old, you die. And this would have been
Ooh,
fine
whoa.
for literally everybody involved. But no. Basically the claim was that this man was still alive and well, and he was literally believed to be Tokyo's oldest man. I mean, he was born in 1899, and in 2010, people were still under the impression that he was alive. And they're like, wow, this guy's
Oh,
so
wait,
old.
it was that long?
It was that
Oh
long.
my
He died in
gosh.
1978, and it wasn't until 2010 that
Oh my gosh!
it was
that's-
discovered that, yeah, his
I
corpse was still in the bedroom.
Sorry, we're gonna gloss over the fact that he was mummified.
Yes.
They didn't bury him.
No, they didn't bury him. His corpse remained in bed
No.
for 32 years.
I knew that the story was this guy died in his house and he wasn't found for a long time. I didn't realize that by
No.
a long time, you meant like 40 years.
Yeah, it was
Is that
32.
40? 78?
32
That's
years.
32 years.
And
Yeah.
he was a mummy?
Yeah, that's what confuses me the most with it.
That's
I
the
don't
part
know.
that's getting me.
Like, Yikes. I don't know what they did.
Did he do that to them himself, or did they do it?
That's the thing. So it looks like...
I think it's cooler if he did it.
Yeah.
If he wrapped
It's
himself
cooler
up and
if
then
he
died.
did it. It's really creepy if he didn't.
His body was found by police and ward officials on Wednesday, the 27th of July, 2010. So they were going to congratulate him on like being the oldest guy in the world because they were like, dang, dude's like, oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, bless you.
I'm so
How
sorry.
dare you.
Sam,
You've ruined the
Thank you for doing
podcast.
that on Barf Bag History.
Yeah.
We really don't
Come on,
apologize.
man.
We
I
needed
just
that.
nodded all up on the mic.
Oh, good. The grosser, the better.
Yeah, okay, we're adding to
Um,
the theme here. That's good.
Oh, I'm so glad we had you on.
Sam, can you pronounce what a Buddhist mummy is on this article here? There's a word. It's like soku
Yeah.
shinjutsu. Or
Soku
something.
Shinbutsu.
Sakashin Butsu.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, great. That's a Buddhist
Perfect.
mummy.
That's what that is.
Sakashin Butsu.
So that's what they found him as. Anyway, we're getting ahead of the story. His body was found on the 27th of July, 2010, because officials were going to congratulate him on his achievement of longevity because they were like, dang, this dude is 111 years old. He would have been then. They couldn't get him to come to the door. So they broke into the house, police did, and they found his mummified remains lying on the bed, wearing underwear and pajamas, covered with a blanket.
And lo and behold.
The newspapers that were in the room dated back 3 decades to 1978.
That's the strangest thing. Like, they didn't just continue. Like, they sealed off the room. Like, they shut the door and just left the room that he was in and just lived for another 32 years. Just like, yeah, that's his room.
Well, it was his apartment,
Why?
right?
Yeah, but his family was still living in there, right? Or was it just
I don't think his
him?
family was living in the room
I'm
or in
looking-
the apartment. I think the apartment was completely empty, but he lived in there because there's a map of the
Yeah,
apartment.
there's a little picture
Okay.
here.
This has to have stank terribly.
If he was mummified, it probably didn't stink that bad.
Oh, hang on a second. Maybe they were living in the same house that he was dead in
I was
because
always under the impression that they were.
the day after the visit, Cato's granddaughter told an acquaintance that my grandfather shut himself in a room on the first floor of our home 32 years ago, and we couldn't open the door from the outside. My mother said leave him in there, and we left him as he was. I think he's dead.
Okay.
Yikes. Bro, imagine coming to school with that story. That's so wild.
So okay, so hold on. Was this intentional of like a by the way, or was it more
That's
just
the
like
thing. It is. I really think that what he did was and that's why they state so many times. So Buddhist mummies, they literally starve themselves. I think that is what this guy wanted, and so he just simply did that, and then the family never reported his death, so that they could keep the body and continue to gain money from his pension. But you also can't rule out something a bit more sinister here.
Okay, so I thought the story, I mean, this is sad. It's a little sad, but I thought it was worse. I thought it was that like he died in his apartment and his family didn't care about him, never called him. Nobody knew that he had died, which is a really sad way to go. This is more like your grandpa who lives in your upstairs guest room dies, and for 32 years, your mom's just like, just don't
He'll
go
be
in there.
okay.
We're just
Yeah,
gonna
he'll be
just
okay.
lock
worry
off
about that.
Yeah, that's
He'll
all
be
that
fine. We're just gonna
this
get the
is.
pension money, and
My grandparents have a room like that.
Yeah.
you better
My
watch your grandpa. Dude. You better
Yeah,
go check
dude,
on him.
be careful, man. Okay.
there is legit a word for this? It's called kodakushi?
What?
Kodo
Can I say
kushi
that?
is when it happens when a Japanese
Don't worry, guys, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Don't worry, Sam's got
phenomenon
it.
of people dying alone and remaining undiscovered for a long period of time.
Oh, that's gonna happen to me one day.
Okay, so the first instance that became national news was when a 69-year-old man was discovered 3 years after his death in 2000. His body had been consumed by beetles.
Oh,
I want to
Yucky.
be eaten by beetles.
Didn't this
No.
just happen in Rochester?
so after Cato's mummified corpse was discovered, the Japanese government started checking in on other really old people to make sure they were still alive. And they found that there was a lot of problems with the record keeping. The oldest
yeah.
woman in the city, 113-year-old Fusa it sounds like a Mad Max character, Fusa
Yeah, that does.
Furyuya, was registered as living with her daughter. And when they went and checked with her daughter, she was like, oh yeah, I haven't seen my mom in like 25 years.
Yeah.
And so then they started adding up the numbers, and there were over 200,000 people, over 100, that they couldn't verify were still alive.
My God,
So-
dude. More than 77,000 of them would have been older than 120 if they were still alive.
And it seems like they were also really proud of like, yeah, we've got all these old people. We're so
Yeah.
healthy. They're living for so long. Look at us.
Yeah.
but it was just very bad record keeping, and pretty much everybody was dead.
One of the people in their records was listed as being 186. Like, dog.
We could go and talk about the 22-inch rat that they found.
Ooh, okay.
Is that basically the whole story?
Imagine there was a rat. Now imagine it was a really
It's a
big rat.
22-inch rat.
Yeah, sometimes there's things and I'm like, this would be really cool to talk about on the podcast, and then we say like 2 sentences on it, and we're like, well, that's
Man, I
it.
guess that's
I'll
it.
say there
Yeah.
is something a lot more terrifying about this 22-inch mega rat that hasn't been stated yet, and
What's that?
I'll just rip the Band-Aid off and let you know. It was found in England. That's I'm
Oh,
just
well.
saying.
One English person, when interviewed at The Guardian, said, I'm more of a metric person, so I don't know how big that is. You might prefer it that way. 22 inches is nearly 56 centimeters. That's 5 tins of beans end to end.
Oh,
And they're getting on us for measuring an American equals per second.
Yeah.
dude,
That's
okay, we make fun of the British a lot on this podcast. Every now and then I want to be merciful, give them the benefit of the doubt, start over with a clean slate. But every British stereotype and joke, they just keep making it reality.
Now, I'm not racist, but I hate British people. If you're British,
That's
British, DM me. I'll fight you. Are you guys familiar with the Groom of the Stool?
Oh boy.
Is this something I want to be familiar with?
Formerly styled Groom of the King's Close Stool, initially being responsible for assisting the king in excretion and hygiene.
This is exactly why we had you on the podcast, Trevor.
This guy was your
is
poop
yucky.
assistant.
Personal pooping assistant, dude.
So would this guy like wipe you? Is that pretty much what would happen?
He becomes, because he's like the guy who wipes your cheeks, apparently they always became the king's like closest friend. And they
Wow.
would be the keeper of many royal secrets. So for all you D&D heads out there, have your party find some dirt with the Groom of the Stool.
Talk with the Groom of the Stool.
I mean, you
Dude.
can't tell me that doesn't make any sense. You know, Matthew, if you were my personal poop assistant,
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean, what is left for me to hide from you?
Yeah,
The
at that
office
point, like,
developed gradually over decades and centuries into one of administration of the royal finances. So this guy
Wow.
this guy worked his way up from poop assistant to royal financier.
how did
I don't care how down you are, you
actual-
can always make it up.
This guy literally went from rags to riches. These
Yeah.
people. I
But
mean,
they got discontinued
That's the thing. They should have brought him
in
back.
1559.
The only way that you can convince people to do this job is by telling them that after a year or two of it, they will then get a better paying position.
I don't want to sound gross or anything, but I feel like if I was a peasant, if I had to worry about 22-inch rats eating my family's toes while we slept in squalor, and the king was like, "Hey, do you want to be my personal poop assistant?" I would jump on that. You're gonna be friends with the king.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is a good deal in the medieval world.
One last thing. It said it got discontinued, but the last one was in 1901.
James Hamilton, second Duke of Abercorn, personal poop assistant. Yeah.
We had poop assistants for almost 450 years.
Dude.
Wow. That's wild.
And if you just look at these guys' pictures on the Wikipedia, there's all kinds of gentlemen here.
Okay, this is the job that AI should be doing.
King George III, like the guy that we rebelled against during the War of Independence, he had grooms of the stool. He had like 8 or 9.
Oh yeah, dude. What I love is that these are like not nobodies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's the thing. They're all like well off. And if you look them up, they all have paintings of themselves, and they're all like wealthy. And like I would just assume them to be the king or something.
I feel like the biggest problem with this is the fact that you have to admit that that's your job. Like, I
Dude,
think
it sounds
that's
like this was a super respected job, though.
everybody
Like, this
wanted
is-
to be the poop guy.
People wanted to be the groom of the stool.
My lord, I told you not to eat so much cheese.
I just wonder, like, if I was king, I feel like this is a thing I'd be okay with doing myself. You know, like,
Yeah,
I don't
this- I
want
don't
my
need a-
attendant to have
a
to do
groom
this.
of the
Okay,
stool.
think about it like this, bro. When you become the king, you know how many homies you have to bring up with you? you know how many nobodies you knew, and you've got to figure out some job for them to do, you know?
Yeah.
You've got to
I guess
figure
you're
out,
right, yeah.
you can't just let them
Yeah.
skate, all right?
That's the thing. You have to make so many promises. You're like, yeah, when I'm king, I'll get you a real good job. Okay, I swear, I remember you. Like they just have to come
Exactly.
up with anything, and so this is how you come up with. You can be my personal butt wiper. Like, perfect.
But which one of your homies are you gonna give that to?
I mean, it better be a homie.
Listen,
you can
Mikey, I
trust.
won't forget you, I promise.
Yeah.
I promise.
I
This
got
is what
something
you-
good for you. Okay, it's like,
When you've made it and your
Apparently-
school bully approaches you, this is the job you give him.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, man, I
Sit right
remember
here.
you. Wipe my butt.
Apparently, the idea of him actually wiping the king's butt is up for debate as to whether or not they actually did. But they definitely did supply cleaning stuff to the king, and then would also monitor diet and health and stuff.
It does say the royal body service must have been seen as entirely honorable without a trace of the demeaning or the humiliating. So it was not.
Yeah.
It was no joke. Now here's the question. Say you're the groom of the stool. You wipe the king's butt for 14 years. You rise up in the ranks. Eventually, you're a politician. Do you get a groom of the stool?
Ooh, maybe.
Like, do you eventually get to hire one of your own?
Yeah.
And do they do as good a job? Or are you going to
That's
be
the
like,
thing, yeah.
I could have wiped my butt better?
I wonder if they were actually low-key tradesmen, because in this time, I don't know if they use toilet paper, but toilet paper that doesn't give you booty splinters is a relatively new thing. So I wonder if these guys were just toilet paper whisperers, and they could keep your booty completely fresh from.
Oh, no
From
splinters.
cuts.
They applied ointments and stuff.
Yeah,
that
they've got
could be
the
nice,
shaving
actually.
cream.
So, I've actually met a concerning number of people who do not know this. If you drink more than I think it's 4 glasses of milk or whatever in a few hours, you will die. That's not your body physically cannot take
I think that there's a
My
we just
body
talked about
physically
Oh my
can't.
gosh. Holy crap.
Dude, it
It
just
Or-
ascended.
4 glasses of milk is where I start.
I feel
Wow.
dude, we just talked about this the other day with water intoxication. I don't think we're even drink too much water. Milk is gonna be the same way. Maybe it happens sooner, but there's no reason to drink a gallon of anything.
Well, hold on. Then what's with the milk chugging sport? Because I think people, they have 60 minutes to drink a whole U.S. gallon of whole milk, but you got to do it without vomiting. That's the idea.
Brother, that's easy. I could do that. I can go get a gallon of milk and chug it before the podcast is
You're
over.
going to drink the entire gallon of milk on Barf Bag History?
Let me go ask my mother. She
Milk?
might get very upset that I drink all the milk.
I don't
Milk
want you to
chugging.
die on our podcast.
Give
That would be
60
crazy.
minutes to drink 1 U.S. gallon of milk without vomiting.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
be
the
right
sport.
back.
No, it's Trevor. Trevor,
How
no.
did this ever become a sport?
I don't know where this started. The Wikipedia does say American baseball pitcher Bill Lee mentioned the challenge in his autobiography as one of the activities that relief pitchers used to pass the time in the bullpen back in the late 1960s. It's
Milk
often represented as
chugging.
being impossible.
I'm back with a gallon of milk.
Trevor, if you vomit on Barf Bag History, this will be the best podcast ever. But I don't know that I should be encouraging you to do that. This might...
1 second.
I feel like one of the DJs on the Hold Your Wii for a Wii incident that we covered.
Oh, this is it right here. Yeah, is this going to be an episode that winds up in somebody else's Barf Bag History in a few years?
Yeah, I don't want to be... Amateur podcasters killed a
Yeah.
guest of theirs after
Crazy,
he
actually.
drank a gallon of milk in 6 minutes.
I'd like to preface this by saying this is full fat, farm fresh, holistic raw milk.
Yeah, Sam just sent me a picture. He's got 2 jars. They look like
Yeah,
they're
they come in
curdling,
mason
dude.
jars. They're not curdling. That's just how thick the cream is on top. This is the best milk I could ever chug. I'm beginning to realize how much a gallon is.
Yeah, that's
dude,
a
this
lot
is
of...
not-
Dude, that's a
this is
lot of
not
milk
happening.
to down.
The Wikipedia article doesn't even cite any winners of this challenge. It's just
Yeah,
acknowledging that people have tried it and that it doesn't really work.
First of all, is there even a winning here? Is there,
You're so right, Jackson.
Yes.
I'm a quarter gallon in.
Let's go.
How do you feel?
I need to let it settle for a minute. So far, the biggest issue is the brain freeze I'm getting.
When you chug milk, do you let it settle? Is that a good strategy?
It says that
you
you
guys
have
think,
a whole
or do
hour to chug the milk. So I think that if you can drink a quarter of the gallon every 15 minutes, you're fine.
Right, but is it best to let it settle, or do you think it'll swell up and get big, and it's best to like just get it all down?
You got to
I
just
don't know.
tank it. I mean,
Can I throw up when it's over just to like save myself the
No.
turmoil?
I
You can like force
I
yourself
think
to
the
vomit.
goal is to drink the entire gallon without throwing up, meaning that if you drink
Like
it
if I
entirely,
finish it, I'm good, right?
you're good. I think you're
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, because I'm lactose intolerant.
What? Are you really?
Dude,
Well, everybody is.
everybody is to a certain point.
Well, no. Okay, this is my hot take. Is that my hot take has always been that people are only lactose tolerant because every lactose intolerant person I've ever met has always like eaten ice cream in front of me and been like, "Yeah, this is gonna suck later," but man,
Yeah.
I just really want some ice cream. They tolerate it, man.
Dude, they tolerate it, but they don't like it. I think that the idea that milk turns into cheese in your stomach is like probably the coolest theory ever, and I need to learn more about this. Because I'm thinking here, just imagine I drink a ton of milk and then I eat a whole bunch of extra like cultures and stuff. I can forge cheese in my stomach,
And then throw up like the
yeah, I can throw up the
gourmet.
cheese,
Cheese
and then
farm.
we can have this like, I don't know, cheese wheel. Like I'm really thinking like infinite cheese glitch here. Like
fine dining experience.
So guys, I
Yeah,
can't
like-
find
Just before we get into anything else, I want to check in. How deep are you in the milk?
I'm scared, bro. I was really confident.
Yeah, we are not making you drink any more milk. I will
That's
not
okay.
be. I will not
So-
be one of the DJs on the Hold Your Wii for a Wii challenge.
Yeah,
that
we-
like kills
Yeah,
we
I
know
guess
better.
I guess I will take it back though. Apparently, drinking like more than just 3 glasses of milk does not kill you. I thought that it did. I saw it
Otherwise, Trevor's cooked.
There's a lot of
Yeah, I was
liquid in
gonna
my
say.
stomach
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
Dude, you're about to have a lot of cheese in your stomach in a little while. What would you do if you went to like Walmart and you were like, "Hey, yeah, I need to get a gallon of milk," and the Walmart employee looks at you and he's like, "We all out of milk," and he's got a suspiciously cheese wheel shaped stomach. Like, what would you do?
What do you do?
I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
Are you good?
He's gonna poop.
It's over.
It's over. It's
Mother, that was a bad idea.
oh no. There was a small evil part of me that was like, man, if our guest Blue Chunks on Barf Bag History, this would be like the greatest
Oh,
moment
that would be so
in podcast
funny,
history.
dog.
It'd be so
That'd
funny.
be it. I mean,
But at the
maybe he
same
will.
time-
maybe he will.
We go over this every Barf Bag History. It has officially been over 10 years since the last time I've thrown up. And
Oh.
I'm very proud of that. But man,
We could change that today, Jackson.
I cannot explain to you just how much I hate that feeling. Like, it's been 10 years since I really like experienced the full thing. And still, I dread it.
Oh boy, here he's coming back. He's coming back.
I did throw up.
Ooh.
did?
You did not throw up.
I was more as a precautionary thing. I started to see like spots and my tummy was not happy.
What?
I may be
How
making
much milk
trips
did
back.
you get down? How much?
For
Um,
real?
Almost half a gallon.
What?
right.
Trevor, put the gallon back.
Put the milk away, Trevor. Put the milk down.
No, bring the milk back. Send it over
I
to me.
feel like
and
a
I'll
bad
finish it
friend.
off.
You know, the stereotypical bad friends in a movie where they'll be like, "Oh, come on, man, just drink a little milk, dude. Come on, it's not
Yeah,
gonna
dude,
kill you.
come on, dude.
Oh, he's gonna blow."
Dude, you want your
That's what I
bones to
just
be
did.
strong, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's what I just did to you. I'm so sorry.
this is actually a live hazing episode.
I think you
it's
guys
awful.
actually did the opposite of try to force me to do that. I just really wanted
Yeah.
to challenge myself. I want to see if I can take
Yeah. You wanted to prove yourself. I know it's a lot of expectations to live up to.
I have something
here
to
on the
work towards
podcast,
now.
so.
Do you guys want to talk about Roadkill Cuisine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Actually, better yet, do I want to talk about it? No.
Send it to the Jackson. This is
Where we
Barf Bag
talk about
History.
it.
It doesn't matter what we want to talk about.
My
Yeah,
stomach
you
is
have
still
to.
churning, so if you can get the rest of this up, I will be grateful.
Hey, Sam, imagine eating a dead possum. Okay, you find it on the
That's
side of the road,
basically what
you just-
Roadkill Cuisine is.
Yeah.
Roadkill Cuisine is preparing and eating roadkill, animals hit by vehicles and found along the roads. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'd appreciate if you guys could be honest with me too. Have y'all ever thought about this?
Oh,
Absolutely.
many times over.
I would.
Many times.
I have often thought, man, that's just a perfectly good deer laying there. That'd make some great venison.
Yeah.
So close, not super close, but like within the area that we live, there was a Chinese buffet, and
I heard
they
about this.
were actually caught and made the news dragging a deer that was hit on the side of the road into a restaurant, cutting
Yeah,
it
I
up.
heard about this.
Yeah, they would do
They
that.
they are no longer around, so I don't want people to be like, oh, like to try to like obviously don't dox
Yeah,
us,
that
but
that
don't.
restaurant is long gone.
So like
So-
don't not eat at a Chinese place nearby.
My dad has told this exact story before because he grew up in the area, or he lives in the area, and I thought that it might just be like a dad urban
No,
legend.
no,
No,
it's
The
real.
no,
fact
it
that you're
actually
talking about it
happened.
now.
It's real. No.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that this is as rare as I wish that it was. I looked up Chinese restaurant that took roadkill deer into it, and no need to worry about being doxxed because there's like 20 that have done this and
Yeah.
have been
Oh,
like caught.
yikes, man. The Wikipedia feels like it was written by somebody who enjoys roadkill cuisine because it's listing all of the like nutrition facts.
Yeah, this is a glowing review.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
glazing
no,
the
no,
roadkill
this is-
cuisine.
They're like, yeah, there's like some concerns with parasites, and I'm like, yeah, no crap. Like,
But then they say the kill is typically well cooked. Advantages of the roadkill diet, apart from its free cost, are that the animals are roadkill scavengers, and they are high in vitamins and proteins with lean meat and little saturated fat, generally free of additives and drugs.
I love that it's also just part of a series on American cuisine. Like, this is just like a classic feature of American cooking, is that they also just eat roadkill. Like, dude, apparently the guide to whether or not you can eat things is simply two questions. It is how fresh is it and how flat is it?
Yeah.
So that's really, those are your two variables there.
Is there like a graph? Like there's an amount of flat that like freshness can
Yeah.
fix, and there's an amount of flat, or there's an amount of staleness that
Freshness
some
and flat.
plumpness.
Yeah.
It might depend because rules about eating roadkill vary depending on the state you're in. In Alaska, I found this funny. In Alaska, if you hit a moose, you've got to call it and report it to a state trooper. But literally, volunteers who like, I guess this is like volunteer firefighters, but they're volunteer moose butchers, will just like flock to the scene and butcher it and gut it and stuff. And they'll scatter and bring the meat to churches and just whatever is
This is
nearby
assuming
that can
that you
refrigerate
hit
it.
the moose and you kill it.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
never happens.
I was gonna say, this is apparently this around 120 moose a year are distributed to people like this,
Really?
which is crazy. I didn't think that you could kill
820.
a moose with
I
a car.
would bounce off of a moose.
820 moose die because of being hit by a car.
Apparently,
Well,
and no, that's just the
like,
amount of moose
the-
that get distributed to soup kitchens and churches. Like,
If it gets hit by like a semi or like a bus, a train, I can see, but like
there's
not
a lot
car.
of big trucks in Alaska, dog.
That's
like there's
I mean,
plenty
just
of 'em,
because your
like-
car gets damaged when it hits the moose doesn't mean the moose doesn't take some of that too. I mean,
yeah, like
I feel like it's not just going to walk off being hit by a car. It's probably going to be wounded enough that it won't survive long, I would think, right?
I kind of skipped ahead reading this article and found this gem of a sentence, or just gem of a paragraph at the end of the United Kingdom section. There have been reports of roadkill poaching in Sherwood Forest, home of the legendary Robin Hood. Poachers place food like jam sandwiches on the road to attract the deer, and when one is killed by a vehicle, they quickly dart out and retrieve the carcass for use in game pies and venison steak.
Can they
so
not
they lure
just shoot the deer?
deer into the road with jam sandwiches?
And then when some random guy comes by and runs into them, they like descend on it.
This is the most British crap I've ever.
That is
They're asking us to make fun of them. What is going
that is
on?
actual like caveman hunting strategy, though. Like, I'm not gonna
jam
lie. like,
sandwiches. It's the most delicate, like posh bait
that's
I've ever heard of.
crazy. Okay, like I
To
don't.
catch a
Can they
deer,
not
you've got to think
just,
like a deer.
Oh yes, some jam sandwiches and tea. Oh, so lovely.
I feel like there is no like there are like different types of British, and there's the British that's like all into tea, very classy, or like always with a suit like James Bond. And then there's the type that like has not brushed their teeth in 40 years. Looks like a
Yeah.
bloated slice of ham left in the bottom of the sink. And like
yeah, and that's the one
just
that's
eats
killing
roadkill.
deer with jam sandwiches.
Like, imagine going through the trouble of making a sandwich for the deer, as if the deer, if it came by and just saw like jam or bread there, it'd be like, oh, What these barbarians? I
We
couldn't
we
be
are talking
bothered
about
to-
British deer, just so you know. Like these.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love that they're involving just a random stranger, like somebody who's not a part of this, when they could just like lure him out to somewhere in the woods and just like stab it.
Like that's the thing. Like maybe they're not allowed to shoot it in Sherwood Forest, but like, can they? Surely, dude, you're in Sherwood Forest. Get a bow. Like, it's, like come on. Like,
hit up your buddy.
That's nuts. I cannot get over jam sandwiches as deer bait. That is insane.
That's
so
so
funny.
unnecessary. Is just the regular bread not good enough for the deer? It needs to
Or
be
literally anything. Like they eat berries, don't
They
they?
eat
I don't know. I don't know what
flowers.
deer eat.
Deer eat flowers and like leaves. Like
You put
you can-
anything up there. But this must be a criminal thing because people's cars are getting damaged by this.
Yeah.
And then you have like, the merry men jump out of the bushes and just rip apart this deer and run off.
Can I read just one of the sentences ever that I found? In his book, The Revolution Will Not Be Microwaved, Sander Alex Katz makes the case for eating roadkill in the name of sustainability.
You know what?
That's one I'm just going to put in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Here's the
just
thing,
think
man.
about that.
Here's the thing. 1.6, what was it? 1.6 or 1.3? Over 1 million deer are hit by vehicles each year in the United States. And then we're shooting a bunch more to eat them. I totally get. You don't want to scrape like a decomposing deer off the highway and put that on a plate and serve it. But
Yeah.
like
Call it a stir
it
fry.
is kind of a waste to let so much
If
meat just sit
You hit the deer yourself and you just
Yeah.
want to, that's totally fine to me. I don't see the reason. I don't see a reason why not to.
there.
Oh,
Trevor, are
honestly.
you?
Sorry, I've been staring into the bottom of this trash can in my lap. And,
Are you holding a bowl? Like, are you
I'm
good?
holding a trash can. There's nothing in it yet. I made it to the bathroom last time, but it's bobbing up and down in my throat sometimes.
Did you actually throw up earlier?
Yeah.
You barf bagged on barf bag?
Well, that's my goal. How could I not barf
Yeah.
bag on barf bag?
Well, make sure if you do it again, you do it live. I mean, we got to be here to hear it.
Sorry.
Trevor,
This is bad audio.
I feel like you're a time bomb just ticking and ready to go off
Dude.
in any second.
You just cut the episode when I barf into the mic.
Hey, he made Barf Bag History.
Yeah.
Do you want me
Yeah.
to finish the milk? I can do it, guys.
No,
No.
don't.
I'm
We
going back
do.
in.
No,
Going for round 2.
Trevor. Are you good, dude?
I'm trying to manifest some puke for you now. I got you. There we go.
Whoa! I heard something.
Dude,
Ugh.
there's a...
Oh, that's gross.
You did not just literally.
It was like a milkshake because I just had that ice cream sundae my sister brought me.
Did you just like bushu jutsu?
I
think he did
bushu-jutsu'd
just-
into my own lap, except there was
Bushu-jutsu,
there was a trash can in it.
Yeah, dude, no prime minister needed here, dude. This just...
No
of it.
prime minister needed.
Wow, okay.
Sam,
Guys, I was
you
kind
are
of
the
nervous
most.
to be on this episode, but I feel good about it.
Yeah.
You are the
I'm
most
glad you're
committed
here.
guest I think we've ever had. How much did you throw up? It sounded to me like only a little, but
It was like a good throatful.
Oh no, that is a throatful. This is the most cursed image I've seen in a while. Can I put the picture of Sam's vomit in the episode, or will it get like taken down?
We probably
that
shouldn't.
gross. I feel like parents aren't gonna love that.
Yeah.
I feel like parents aren't gonna
Well,
love
better
me.
just not to.
Barf Bag History is dedicated. It is an episode dedicated to really revolting gross lore that would be unnerving to encounter in an average Deep Lore Boys episode. But if you come to Barf Bag History, you can't leave offended. Like you came in on your own accord.
Yeah,
Can
that's the,
I-
you know.
Yeah.
You
Can
know
I
what
voice
you're
like
in
a
for.
disclaimer then that we can like edit into the beginning of the podcast?
Yeah.
Just so
should,
you know, I
should.
throw up in this episode.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Trevor. I'm the guest for this episode of Barf Bag History. I just want to say, if you're coming to Barf Bag History, you are legally basically signing a document that says you can't be mad or offended at any of this. And if you are, we're going to make fun of you so much. We're going to make fun of you and tickle you till you barf. And then you're going to be on the next episode of Barf Bag after we jump you and tickle you and make you throw up.
Forget tickle me pink. No, tickle me chartreuse vomit color.
Yeah, dude. What
Tickle
does
me
that even
chartreuse
mean, dude?
is a crazy statement.
Well,
Trevor, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Hey,
You
thanks
were,
for
I
having
think,
me.
the most committed guest. I mean, I did not expect there to be actual barf on this episode of Barf Bag History, but man,
Oh, and
I'm
yet
not
here we
disappointed.
are.
Nor do we encourage other people to do this as an act of
Every
celebration.
episode, someone
I'm
has to
encouraging
throw
it.
up.
If you're out there and you think you've got it in you, I believe in you. You can jug a gallon of milk right now. Submit your videos of you chugging a gallon of milk to the Deep Lord Boys Discord. We want to see it. I want to see it. Can you beat my almost half a gallon?
I will add a disclaimer into that.
Hey, it's
yes.
Trevor's words, not
Disclaimer.
ours.
Yeah,
And that was
okay,
half a
Trevor-
gallon in like 5 minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
So
Trevor is
just remember
that
that.
was
okay.
quick.
We're not.
That was fast.
That was fast. Yeah, I can't deny.
Yeah, Trevor, we brought you on, heralding you as the most disgusting guest that we could find, and you did not disappoint.
Yeah, everybody, I'm gonna plug my throw up Discord. Just pictures of puke, and if you're in VC, you're puking.
You
Good to
join the
know.
VC to throw up,
Yep.
like gagging yourself, and then you leave. Oh my gosh! All right,
And cut.
the and cut. Yeah, that seems like a great place to
I
end
think
it
that's
off.
perfect right there. That wow.
Hey again, it's Jesse. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Deep Lore Boys podcast. If you did, leave a like, leave a review, subscribe for more episodes, share it with a friend. You know the stuff. Thanks for listening, and I hope your day is nothing short of interesting. Take care.
I'm gonna go post that one on Twitter.com.